I have zero respect for politics right now. And when I say zero, I have zero.
I think a lot of people do.
If someone stepped up
Can you imagine?
and got 2 votes, they would get 1 from me and probably 1 from my wife, at least. You know how much respect I'd have for that person without shaking someone's hand, without promising something over here, without getting paid to do something over there?
Call it out for what it is.
Could you please mention Riley for a second?
Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Riley Howell, the hero that we shouldn't have to be talking about, but we should highlight. He stopped this horrific shooting from becoming even worse. There would have been more victims because there was 30 kids in the classroom. He ran towards the shooter, lost his life. That is someone's son. The other victim is Ellis Parlier, 19 years old. And we know that there are a few other in critical condition. But Jeff, I mean, oh my God, that could be Lawson. That could be Sophie. That could be Ford. Like, honestly, you guys, enough. I'm going to sound crazy, but I don't even want to send my kids to school anymore at this point. I really don't, because I would never forgive myself if something happened to my daughter. But I also don't want to take away the opportunity of having a social life.
And not just school, Sam. Church.
Synagogue. Concerts, theaters.
But what country are we living in, and what are our government doing, and what are politics doing when this young man, Riley, was going to go and fight for our country, but got his life taken away by a man who is so smug in the camera after killing 2 people and has no care in the world, but our government is worried about a redacted piece of paper?
But you have to understand that just because it's confusing doesn't mean it's important.
Again, I don't want to take this out on you because I'm super frustrated, and I get what you're saying, and I get you speak for the American piece of paper again, the Constitution. I'm talking about my son, who I'm going to raise to be hopefully exactly like Riley, and he's going to lose his life to some dirtbag who mean mugs the camera after killing my son.
I know.
And I'm worried about what the Constitution says or what our political agenda is.
But what and I hear you completely, and I hear your pain. But when we hold our government responsible and accountable, we get good people like Riley. Our society thrives with people like Riley because we.
But we don't. We
lose
them. And this person is going to live the rest of his life answering letters from other crazy people in jail about how they respect him so much for doing what he did, and then he gets to have a life moving on. He gets his own cell. They can't put him in general population because life would take over.
He'll probably get married.
Life would have its. If this guy's going to stand trial in our country, we're going to waste tax dollars, pay for him to live till maybe he's 75 years old. He smiled at the camera. We know who did it. We should put him on YouTube right now to his death.
But then
That's
we're
what
no better than he is, no?
Well, what's working for our country right now, Tori? Because all we talk about every single day, and the stories that we don't talk about, is children getting killed.
I hear you.
And my son and her daughter, both my sons and his kids, all have to go to this school.
I agree, but an eye for eye makes everybody blind. My thing is, aren't we better than he is at some point?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm not. And I get where you're coming from, and I get where you understand. But my frustration level is so high right now because when I walk through that door and I see my sons, I know something could happen to them from some kid who has zero on this earth. You shouldn't be on this planet. If we could find the devil and get him, we're gonna put him through the justice system instead of doing something what we should do to the devil. We need to change. We need to change. I'm sorry. These are my thoughts, and people are with the death penalty or not. But the frustration, if you have kids, nobody cares. Nobody cares. They're going to watch the basketball game tonight, their baseball game tonight. They're going to complain about Trump as our president. Until a bullet goes in your child and they're dead, that's the only way you're going to care about anything. That's it.